All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music and bands that tell fibs to get people to buy tickets and doing it in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. All right, so I don't really have a lot of jam band music. I have some bluegrass stuff that I could share, but these guys are technically like a jam band to me. Bridget Kelly and Winter's Coming with the great Timothy Fick on guitar. That's Fik, in case you didn't catch my stellar pronunciation there. This is a blues-based band, I believe from Gainesville, Florida. Every so often, they show up in my neck of the woods and they play like nobody's business, okay? This is the bare bones blues rock that is really just becoming like this underground thing these days. It's not mainstream, but I don't really care. How's that? I like it. And I like this band. So again, check out the Bridget Kelly band. I'm going to be talking about the Grateful Dead, and I really don't have anything similar to the Grateful Dead. So I figured I would just give Bridget Kelly and her band a plug. So, why am I talking about the Grateful Dead? Because last year was supposed to be the end of the Dead, right? Dead and Company done, final tour. Guys are getting kind of old. Bob Weir getting old. Mickey Hart getting old. Those are the two guys that are essentially left. The original guys in the franchise. And of course, they have John Mayer, so everybody is happy about John Mayer now. So they kicked off their residency in Las Vegas, and you can check it out because I'm sure there is a lot of fan filmed stuff out there. So it's a 24-date Dead Forever residency. Dead forever. Are you dead forever, or are you dead forever? You know what I mean? It could, it's like double meaning in that word. Or are you forever dead? Anyway, they're at the Las Vegas Sphere, and they're saying that it was an eye-popping concert because of all that technology that they used to celebrate the band's 60-year history and extend its legacies as one of rock's most audacious live bands. Okay. Are they audacious, or are they kind of quiet and subdued? I don't know. The 200-minute, get this. So you've got people probably mostly in their 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe even into their 80s. I don't know. But I would say at least getting well into their 70s. And you did a 200-minute 19-song show. Do the math and find out how long each of those songs actually is. Now, typically, the Grateful Dead, they'll start in on a song. It's a song you might know or you might not know. And 30 minutes later, they're still playing the song. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying this is what you get when you go see the Grateful Dead. Now, the guy who owns the Sphere also owns Madison Square Garden. So that's interesting. There's not too much of a monopoly going on out there. It's like, hey, we've got a solution. You guys don't want to tour all around the country anymore. You don't want to make stops in different cities. Well, we'll just let you camp out in Las Vegas. And that's exactly what Dead and Company is doing. It says here, though, that Dead and Company finished its 10th and final tour at Oracle Park in the band's home turf of San Francisco. However, and here's the little caveat here. However, it publicly maintained that future performances were still possible, opening the door for the 2-month Las Vegas stint. 2 months after an initial 18 Sphere dates sold well, though they didn't sell out, which explains the availability of tickets which are under face value on secondary sales sites. Oh, did somebody lose their shirt? Because you know why? A bunch of people went to the shows last year and said, you know what? I'm glad. It's over. I got to see them on their final tour. And so they're thinking, why would I want to go see them again? They faked me out. But the band still added, get this, they added 6 more shows for a total of 8 3-day weekends throughout July. So I'm assuming it's what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? The band, boasting 2 longtime Grateful Dead members, guitarist, vocalist Bob Weir, and drummer Mickey Hart, made tremendous use of the Sphere's 160,000 square foot interior screen. And the band's iconography throughout the entire show. It appeared that D&C's visual content creators were very much inspired by U2, which was actually the first band that played the Sphere. They used large-scale photography and video to make the audience feel it was outside the venue. A gaggle, it says here, a gaggle of famous Dead characters, the colorful dancing bears, I just love them, the Terrapins, the Skull and Roses, they all popped up in several numbers. The most vibrant, though, being Uncle Sam Skeleton joyriding through a Technicolor Valley during Hell in a Bucket. What could be better than the Uncle Sam Skeleton joyriding through a Technicolor Valley during Hell in a Bucket? So inspiring. Man, this is why I go to Christian concerts now, because I don't know if I'm that inspired by the joyful skeleton joyriding. Anyway, in what may have been the show's biggest moment, and after the opener, Feel Like a Stranger, was visually complemented with a scaffolded digital skin that made... Are you following this? I mean, this is something for like 10-year-olds buying skins online. A digital skin that made the Sphere appear still under construction. The screen space, I mean, they're going... Listen to all of this description about the visuals. What about the music? Did they play any music? Was the music played well? Let me skip down. As D&C played Mississippi Half Step Uptown Toodaloo, the venue seemed to lift over the house and above the Bay Area until the band and audience were among stars in space. Dead and Company would return to the space motif a few times, predictably during Mickey Hart's traditional solo number, Space, and toward the end during a cover of Bob Dylan's Knockin' on Heaven's Door. Okay, so it's a great visual experience. Nobody talked about the guitar work, the vocals, maybe that these songs were a little bit too long. Maybe people were wondering, 200 minutes, huh? 200 minutes. Well, Dave, they're paying a lot of money. Well, apparently they're not, because they're under scalping the tickets. These are discounted tickets. They've been marked down. They put a little sticker on the tickets, sell by today, you know? We'll spoil if you wait too long. Anyway, folks, Dead and Company, another band that last year said that they were pretty much done, although publicly they left the door open. They left it open. So the guy who owns MSG and the Sphere probably contacted their management and said, hey, would they be willing just to stay in one place for like a month or two? And they took that. You know, I'm sure they have very nice accommodations in Vegas, and they can do a lot of different things while being stuck there. You know, it's, I guess, a nice town to be stuck in if you have bad habits and you drink a lot and gamble a lot. That would be not a good place for somebody, say, recovering from an addiction. And I'm sure nobody who likes the Grateful Dead has a problem with that. All right, so on my way out the door here, it's the Bridget Kelly Band. Winter's coming, but it's okay. It's completely fine. Nuclear winter, possibly? I don't know. We'll find out. We just keep sending weapons to foreign countries and making other countries mad because we keep doing that. But it's okay, because it's for the greater good. It's to make us safer. Sure. All right. Remember the old days, peace and love and all that stuff? The Grateful Dead, what they were all about a long time ago? all those people grew up and now are in charge of all of this wonderful foreign policy we have. How did I do that? I went from the sphere to foreign policy. You never know what you're going to get on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I need your support, because the algorithm is confused. It's confused by me. It's confused by my videos. And so if you can help support the channel, YouTube memberships or Patreon, which is very helpful. Also, buy me a coffee. I mean, I don't even need the THC in the coffee like the Grateful Dead folks. They need that stuff. I'm cool with the caffeine, right? Starbucks, if you're going to really be a big donor to the channel, think of how much it would cost to buy me like 2 coffees at Starbucks, right? And think, I can't afford that. Well, do a half a coffee at Starbucks. Better yet, I prefer Dunkin' Donuts. So whatever it costs at Dunkin' Donuts, I'm cool with that, man. Anything you can do to help support this channel. God bless everybody. And please pray for peace, right? Not war. Pray for peace in the Middle East. Pray for peace on college campuses. And pray that we get through 2024. And with that, I yield back all of my time.